The News for Jax I-Team, learning more about the downtown nightclub that was the scene of a deadly Christmas Day shooting. The Live Bar in East Bay Street was supposed to open back up in a few hours, but it will not reopen tonight after all. The I-Team found out that the club did not have a JSO off-duty officer as security for its sold-out Christmas party. The manager told our reporter Kelly Wiley today that they have no plans to reopen now this weekend. So Kelly is joining us now live from downtown with more on this story. Kelly?
Yeah, while investigators search for the gunman that opened fire in a crowded club on Christmas Day, the managers here are grappling with what to do next. Investigators, we saw them coming in and out of their bar today. The manager told me over the phone they have no plans to reopen tonight or tomorrow. Police continue to search for the person whose gunfire is in a crowded club barreling out of the door Christmas Day. According to police and family, a 28-year-old father named Johnny was shot and killed, and another person was taken to a nearby hospital.
I mean, it was capacity, like you couldn't move.
Levon Robinson returned to the club Friday to pick up the things he dropped while running out of the club.
The dude was standing a little bit in front of us, so at that time, all you heard was psh, psh, and you see everybody like running, people slipping and falling because liquor all on the floor.
Managers at Live Bar tell me nothing like this has ever happened at their bar before. They say they want to do anything they can to help the family, and they even told me over the phone today they're willing to help cover funeral expenses. Calls for service at the bar show they haven't had any gun violence at their club in the last 3 years. But the club admits Christmas night, their usual JSO off-duty officer was not there for security.
Something was telling me, like, man, let's go, man. Like, it's getting too crowded. Like, I mean, like, how me and you was, like, we were probably closer. Like, everybody was touching shoulder to shoulder. People are aiming at everybody, or is it they just aiming at him?
And it's still unclear why that JSO off-duty officer was not here that night. We're still working to clear that up with JSO. What we do know from the managers is that Friday and Saturday, they regularly have those officers there because it's their busiest nights. They say they regularly pay that fee and that it's documented with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. They say they're being fully cooperative with investigators. They've handed over the surveillance video that they have from inside the bar, and they'll do anything else with investigators, they say, to make sure that this person is caught. They say they don't want this kind of violence in their bar.
All right, Kelly Wiley, what about that yellow car that you mentioned by police? Anything else from JSO about any information for us, the public, to know?
So we reached out to JSO to see if there was anything else on that, to see if they found that person that they saw leaving in that yellow sports car. What we heard back from JSO investigators was that the JSO car, that yellow car was originally seen leaving the scene, but then they added on to that email, our correspondence with investigators, they added on that a lot of cars were seen leaving the scene. It was quite chaotic, a lot of panic, a lot of people trying to get out of Dodge and get out of the way. So they're saying they're waiting till they get better vetted information before they push out any kind of identifier to us to give to you guys out there to look out for. So we're still waiting to hear back more information on any potential suspect.